Hello everyone, Matt from PCGamesN here. I'm joined by Ben.
Hello, hello.
Hello, and there's a reason why I've got Ben in the studio with me, and it's because Blizzard have a new game. Wow, Blizzard. So we've got to get the Blizzard boy in.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are they making?
So we don't know.
Right.
So thanks for the video, and we'll see you next. No, yeah. So we know they're making like a kind of bunch of games. There's two that they're actually advertising for positions.
Sure.
For. One is a AAA FPS of some kind.
Okay.
It's interesting that they're making another one of those. We don't really know what's going on there. That is not the purpose of this video. I can talk for 20 minutes about that.
I'm going to go now. Okay. Not interested.
There is another game that is a mobile title, which they've put a new job listing up for today. And that's for an FX artist. And specifically mentioned in that job listing is you need to be able to create art in the style of the Warcraft universe, basically. Okay. So it seems like the new mobile game is set within the Warcraft universe, uses Warcraft art. What's interesting about that is, well, there's a bunch of reasons, but firstly, Frank Pierce was talking about them expanding. It's one of their top guys. I can't remember what his actual job title is. You know, CFO, CEO, COO. You know, one of those.
One of the many others.
He's one of like the kind of founding guys. He's been there forever, and he always comes out and does stuff at BlizzCon and that sort of thing. He was speaking to some press. I think it was VentureBeat. It was a few months ago. He said, "I really think StarCraft and Overwatch have future on mobile. You know, not literally StarCraft 2 on mobile, or literally Overwatch on mobile. Certainly not with today's technology, but." That those were universes you could see expanding on because they've already got Hearthstone. Yeah. Doesn't look like they're doing that. The other part of this is that the rest of the like listing for the job is pretty much identical to what you would expect a listing for Hearthstone to be, like back in 2012.
Okay, sure.
It's a small team working in Unity.
Yeah.
And doing it for mobile in the Warcraft universe. And it's slightly weird that it seems like they're trying to bottle that lightning so directly.
So, obviously, Hearthstone was a mobile title, but it was also on PC. Could you see that being a thing?
I can't imagine them not releasing on both if they can, particularly if they're making it in Unity, meaning it'll be easy to port. Yeah. Obviously, porting from mobile is very simple, so long as you... Like, the hard part is the UX, the making sure the mouse works in a nice way. Hearthstone on mobile is actually pretty significantly different from Hearthstone on PC. They can play against each other, all the systems are the same, but the way the UI works, it's very designed in a certain way. So you have to do a lot of work there, but versus like a console port where you need to think about like auto aim and there's no cross play and there's loads of different kind of bits of graphics cards that you need to optimize for. That isn't as much of a worry because you can pretty much just brute force it because it's basic art that needs to work on a phone.
So you're the expert in this kind of things. We want to think, what could a game that works on PC but also is predominantly like designed to work on a mobile? What do you think it could be?
So Kieran, who you may have seen in a video yesterday, he's our CSGO man and also a cameraman. He suggested earlier today that he thinks it might be Battle Pets, which is basically World of Warcraft's version of Pokemon. That would make a lot of sense to me. I can imagine that being insanely popular. Blizzard Pokemon, I mean, that just prints some money. I can very much imagine it being that. It could be something that actually ties into World of Warcraft more directly. It could be something to do with, they have these transmog systems that are about kind of dressing your character up and that sort of thing. I can imagine them doing something with that. But it could also just be something totally different. It could just be a genre of game. Clash Royale has been very, very popular recently. And, Clash of Clans and all those other kind of games. Blizzard have traditionally ripped other games off. That is how their business models work. They go, that's good, we can do it better, and then they do. And, it makes all the money in the world. So, yeah, that's what I expect to see. Some kind of, either something that's very inspired by what they have in World of Warcraft at the moment, or similar to Hearthstone, similar to StarCraft, similar to World of Warcraft, they see something and they go, we can do that better and move it over.
Yeah, excellent. Well, that's all we know so far.
Yes, it is.
We'll obviously be keeping a massive eye on it. The big kind of PCGN eye.
That's me.
Yeah,
that's me.
It's got
floating ominously above Irvine.
Yeah. Until that eye picks up anything, we'll finish it there. If you like the video, please do give it a like, and there's a subscribe button that you can click if you want to hear any more from us in the future. But until next time, have fun.